Hi everyone, it's Robin, and I'm going to teach you how to do roses using 3 colors. So I have black, red, and white acrylic colors from Apple Barrel, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the black and the red and make a dark red first. And I can move that to where it gradiates down to a lighter red as I get closer right here. So it's black to red and then black to white right here. Just adding a little bit of white going down to the darkest black. Now with this I'm just using a false nail. I didn't have a client coming in, and I figured this was the perfect time to do one for fun. So if you have a paint and you're thinning it down and it starts to bead up and it doesn't make lines, it just makes little balls of water, then top coat your nail with a matte top coat and you'll have less problems, and that's only in very rare occasions. I'm using a plastic nail, and so I might have some beading, and so if I do, I will top coat this with a matte polish, and then that takes out any guesswork I might have. And that goes for some of Dazzle Dry's polishes. When they dry so slick it's hard to paint nail art on them, and so I just do a quick matte top coat like that, let it dry, and then you know you're not going to have any problems. With that being said, I'm going to work on a really wet nail now, but I'm going to use this red in here, and I might have to pour some more red out, but I wanted to show you. Okay, so with that I'm going to go in and just paint a little blob of red, another blob of red. Now with my brush I'm going to go into the red, and here's where the magic happens. Try to get it as zoomed in as possible. This is all very, very, very wet nail paint. Now with my brush I'm going to push it in and then just push a spiral into the center, and then push along the grain, and then you'll see it pop out. I've seen this technique everywhere now, and it is probably something I'm most proud of, because before my nail art I could only say that I saw these weird roses that were done with the technique of one stroke. So I don't do one stroke nails, so it was really cool to see everybody doing them this way, and I like them more this way. So I'm adding some more red, and I'm going to add a little tiny bit of white into that red and make a light red right here. Now in that same area, boop, it's really hard to get down this small. There we go. So with that light red, I'm going to go and add some top points to it. And I might make a playlist of all the rose nails I've done, because I've done so many now that I probably can have a playlist. But if you want, you can search Robin Moses Roses on YouTube for tons of different ideas and colors and ways to do it. But this is the best way that I can show you as close as I can show you at this time until I get a better camera and another setup. But this gives you so much dimension and so much fun. It is endless. So there's that. Now with the black, I can go back in and do the gray and just kind of jet in some, zoom in some swirls, and some leaves done in grays. I'm going to zoom out a little so you can kind of see what I'm doing now. You don't need every single thing to show in order for it to seem like you've done a ton of different work on here. So with that being said, I'm using a fake nail on a finger. Anytime that you see a tutorial and someone is painting just regularly on a nail that's not stuck to a person, it's so much easier than when you're working on a really another human being. And so if you're having problems getting the same results as people that are using these loose nails, that's the reason, is because working on people is much harder. So what I do is I tend to stay in the middle area of the nail and on the end of the nail, and I keep my cuticle work really clean, and I don't put a lot of nail art in the cuticle area because it allows you to wear your nails longer. And then when I see lots of cuticle work done on a nail that's like this, I know how hard it is and how much time it takes, and how much different it is in the shop to perform doing nail art like this other than doing it on film. And it was never really my intention to make more and more YouTube channels as much as it was to fill shops with people who wanted to do nails for a living. Like, I didn't know that it would just turn into a bunch of YouTube channels too. And I can't speak for working on these kind of nails because I've always had real clients, and I just decided to film them because it was my job. And doing it this way is so much easier and so much more quiet. You don't have to worry, but at the same time, I know you're not going to be on time ever if you use these as a way of staying on time. These are stuff you practice and then practice on real people. And when you're done, then you'll have a clientele like no other. Like, trust me on that. But like, I would never put a leaf up here in the cuticle area. But do you see how that punches the red out? It's so easy and so fun. Now that these are done, I'll put in some little rose buds. And this is a great accessory nail for Valentine's Day or weddings or anything you like. But it's something that never goes out of style. And I hope that I got more info on this one. Every time I try to make more and more info for those of you guys who are really learning from my channel. And I just want to say thank you for all the support of the brushes and the hashtag inspired by Robin Moses. It's helped me a lot. So if you are copying my work, please say hashtag inspired by Robin Moses. Get brushes at robinmosesnailart.com. I created them. This is called the wand. I created them for all of my tutorials. So I'll let this dry really quick and top coat it.